Hey guys, it's SFP here, and welcome to episode number 25 of my FIFA 16 Barcelona career mode. And we're starting off with the first leg of the semifinal round of the Copa del Rey, facing Rayo Vallecano. Now, while this intro is happening, guys, I would like to remind you that starting the 20th, which is, I believe, the Friday coming, I will be doing a shout out series. And if you guys want to get involved with that, you're going to do a couple things. First of all, you're going to subscribe to my channel because why wouldn't you? And second of all, if you like my videos, obviously you get brownie points there. And if you leave comments in the videos, that will also uh, basically make you stand out, and I will give you a shout out because of that. So as long as you stay active on my channel, for the remainder of this week, you guys will receive a shout out. And that will be happening starting Friday, November 20th. Now, anyways, guys, we see that the player to watch is Lionel Messi because, duh, why wouldn't he be the player to watch? And also, I guess while I'm still waiting here for the thing, guys, remember that because of the issue that happened last week, this week you guys will be getting 4 episodes of the Barcelona career. So the one that you guys were owed last week, and the 3 that you guys will deservedly get today. Or not today, but this weekend. And obviously this is the second video, or excuse me, the first video of this week, because yesterday I just gave you the video that I owed you last week. As you can see here, we're starting with our starting 11, minus Alves, obviously, and Alba. Both my starting wing backs, or not wing backs, but full backs, are injured at the moment, which is a darn shame. Anyways, and we're going to play against Rayo Vallecano in the snow, and I don't know how many of you guys will echo my sentiment, but I hate playing in snow. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it so much, but not so much we can do here. Anyways, we start off the match here with Suarez. Suarez finds Pogba. Pogba goes for the shot. And our new acquisition brings the goal into the back of the net. And we're going to start off here greatly with a 1-0 lead so far. And as you can see here, very Barcelona-esque. It was a tiki-taka pass to Pogba. Pogba just slots in the back of the net there. No problem. And that's what I'm going to be trying to do, guys. I'm also going to try to be more proactive and be a little bit more fluid, be a little bit more Barcelona-esque, because we are Barcelona. And I will try to implement kind of the possession style, although that's not always going to be the case. But I'll at least make an attempt here to do that. And I'll also make more of an attempt to get more of these team goals instead of just kind of running and trying to outrun my opponent and just slotting in the back of the net. But anyways, that's how the first half will end for this game. We have a 1-0 lead, and obviously I'm going to take out Iniesta, put in Rafinha. And I'm going to take out Douglas, who's been putting in a couple of good hours here. I'm going to put in Gaia or Laporte. I'm trying to decide, and I ended up going with Gaia, and I believe that is the only 2 changes that I'll be making for this game, guys. As we start here, now we have Messi. Messi the king. Messi beats one defender. He's going to try to beat the other one. He's going for goal, and he gets pushed there, and that is a PK call, guys. Although I would argue that it's not a PK call, but considering I'm the one who is favoring from this PK call, or benefiting, excuse me, I will gladly take it. And obviously there is no doubt that Lionel Messi will take this one and hopefully clinch it and bump himself up on the lead goal scoring table. And so this here Messi with enough power, he goes for the shot, and the goalkeeper guesses right there, but the positioning of the ball, the placement was perfectly put right over the goalkeeper, and that will be a 2-0 deficit that Vallecano will now have to overcome. And so far so good, guys. Like I said, typically in the first leg I seem to be do very well, excuse me. But it's always the second leg that seems to be a problem for me. So we just have to make sure that we get our business done here away, because the away goals will count, as we can see here. Ooh, very close opportunity for Rayo Vallecano to add or lower the deficit, excuse me, with their goal of their own. As you can see here, I believe that looked like a handball to me, guys. So we got a little bit lucky there. Here we had an opportunity for Bangora, and my goalkeeper, who's usually very well at these, gets beaten. And it's a darn shame because I was hoping for that clean sheet, as this kind of puts a little pickle, or it dampens our party a little, because I was hoping to go into the next round with a 2-0 lead. Although this 2-1 victory is pretty good in itself, to be quite honest, because we have 2 away goals, but just having that extra cushion would have been a great thing to have at the Camp Nou. And that is the first goal here for Lucien Bagura for Rayo Vallecano. And here we have a weak opportunity again from one of the strikers here from Rayo Vallecano. And the only reason I'm showing you this, guys, is because it actually merited a replay, apparently. Not exactly sure why, but since it's a replay, I figured I'd show you guys as well. That's kind of one of the factors of whether or not I put a certain play in the video. If there's no replay, then the chances of it being in the video are very slim. And that will be the end of the game, guys. We get a 2-1 victory to take back to the Camp Nou. It looks like the job is as good as done, but obviously we still have a whole 90 minutes left to play, and so I do not want to be complacent and kind of just let the lead slip here. Anywho, we are going off to our next game after we see that Munir declined his contract, and I believe it's because he wants a bigger role. And so I figured, I was hoping he would still be satisfied with the future first team player. Obviously, because of that, he does not seem satisfied with it. So I'm gonna bump him up to a sporadic first team player, which would be the next logical step. And I think he would be happy enough with that. And here we have Bagnac, who's happy to get playing time, which is great because I want all my players to be as happy as possible. And I'm still training him, guys. I believe I'm still training Bagnac as well in the training simulation. I know some of you guys aren't happy with it, but I haven't heard any training wishes here, besides the Neymar one from Football FC. As I kind of explained to him, I'll maybe add him to the lineup for training every so often, but I don't see him as someone who I'd like to use that feature on, because while I can train his lower aspects, I guess, lower attributes, I don't see the benefit of him having a better defense, to be quite honest. To have a better standing tackle, I don't see it. Maybe a stronger header, that would maybe be something that would entice me, but other than that, I don't think there's many things that I can train anymore that he isn't exactly good in at the moment. And for those factors or attributes that he does need work on, well, he's gonna get it just playing the game, to be honest, because he's actually playing a couple of games here at the moment. So I think enough gameplay time will make him go. Nevertheless, even if I put him or don't put him in the training simulation. And again, guys, I will remind you that my shoutout series will be starting out on Friday, November 20th. If you want to be a part of it, you guys just have to be proactive and active on my channel. So the most active people will obviously get into the front of the line. And so far, I have a handful of people that I know who have been active. And I like to let you guys know that I am keeping tabs on you guys. And you guys will be the first ones on my list. Anywho, as you can see here, we are the top scoring team in La Liga. Not by much, but still, it's pretty impressive considering I don't think of myself as a goal-scoring machine, and I've confessed this many times before. But maybe with Barcelona, I have enough quality players to kind of have that shift the other way. And here we have a great opportunity here for Celta Vigo in the first few minutes of the game from, I believe it's Nolito, and it just goes right over the crossbar. It was Aspas, excuse me, not Nolito. Anyways, here we had an opportunity for Dongu, and Dongu slots it in the back of the net, no problem, and I believe that is his 6th goal of the season. He has been a revelation, guys. I actually like Dongu. I remember playing with him, excuse me, not with him, using him. I'm assuming using isn't exactly the best word, but basically he was on my Barcelona B team, and he was one of the clinical strikers that I had at my disposal. He was relatively young. I guess he was younger. He's still pretty young right now. But the kid had a lot of potential, and he had a lot of speed, so from the get-go, he was a great player to have. A growing, athletic team. And so far, I still see him as having potential. Maybe not as high as it used to be, but I still see him as an integral part. At least coming off the bench, making something happen in the last few minutes. That would be great. And that is how the first half will end, guys. A 1-0 lead that we have. Thanks in part to Dongo for the goal. And here I'm trying to decide which changes to make. Many of my players seem exhausted. So I'm going to put in Sergio Roberto in for Iniesta. And I'm going to put in Rafinha here for Vidal. And I'm also going to take out Gaia and put in Grimaldo. Anyways, as you can see here, Vidal has the ball. Vidal's probably going to go for the shot. What a great shot. And the rebound was rightly placed there for Grimaldo and Sergio Asenjo. Excuse me, dang, is it Sergio Asenjo? I'm not sure, but let's just call him Sergio. As you see by the replay, what a great save. And the rebound attempt just goes for naught, as it was a horrible attempt. Here you have Carlos Planas, excuse me, with a great shot, and I believe it's the same Planas who was in the Barcelona B team, if I'm not mistaken. For those of you guys who are more knowledgeable in the second division of Barcelona, please let me know in the comment section down below. Is this the same Planas that used to be the left back and slash center back for Barcelona B? And as we speak about that, we kind of do something that we could have expected from Barcelona B, and it's that we kind of just leak a goal in the last few seconds of the game, and this is utter frustration on my part because we had the lead, guys. We had the victory right in our hands, and this little mix-up here just ruined it for us. And instead of getting 3 points that we so rightly deserved, we're only going to get 1, unless we can make something magical happen in these last few seconds, which, judging by the time, I find it highly doubtful. As we see here, before I could even get to the goal, the whistle will be blown for full time, and we get a draw here, unfortunately. And it kind of slows us down a bit, but nevertheless, we still have a big gap against the second team in the league. And so far, that's exactly where I want him to be. And anyways, I'm going to do some simulation again. And this time, it's going to be the boys here. As you can see here, Backneck grows to level 69, which I am excited about because I think his potential technically is 69 or 70, somewhere around that range. It's not exactly the highest one, which is why people are a little bit disappointed in me for potentially training him at all. But like I said, I want to get these kids up and running. I want them to be the best that they can be, and that is why I have them there. Anyways, on to the notes here, and we see that Munir has covered his contract, and now we have some scouting report here from Spain, and I'm just checking to see the list here if there's any good potential players that I could sign off straight off the bat, and I believe I just saw one as I take these remaining 2 out of the picture, and I'm gonna say Jose Romero right now before any other team steals them away from me, like it's happened before. Anyways, and here we have the youth squad, and there was actually someone in my eye here, Martin Miguel, who looks ready to go in the first team here. Now, many of you guys would have said, why didn't you train him during the training simulation? Because now with this new feature, you can actually train people from the youth academy. I know I could do that. I knew that ahead of time, which was amazing. To be honest, I think it's a great feature. However, I don't want to invest time in players that I will just release within the next month, so that's why I wait until the overall is kind of set. As long as it's somewhere in the 90s, that's completely fine. I'll take them. But if it's not, then I usually just release them into the wild, so to speak. But anywho, guys, as we see here, we are still number 1. We are 10 points away from second place, I believe is Real Madrid. And obviously, judging by the amount of games left, I think we have it in the bag. I think we can safely say that we clinched it. But just to be on the safe side, I will not say it, even though technically I just did. But anyways, I don't want to jinx anything. If you can see there, the forward from Valencia, Pablo Alcacer, is the starting goalkeeper. Now not starting goalkeeper, starting goal scorer Now he has actually been on my list for a while now, and he fits the mold of what I'm looking for in a forward. He has to be relatively young, somewhere between the high 80s, and also a solid player, obviously. As we see here with our own starting lineup, still waiting for the return of Dani Alves and Jordi Alba. Nevertheless, like I said, we can only keep positive at the moment. Anyways, and here we have this foul here. And we're going to get carded here. Sergio Busquets is going to get carded for this kind of weak foul, to be honest. But either way, I believe the yellow was deserved. As you can see there, we barely even touch him. Which again is what adds to my frustration. But like I said, guys, whatever. As long as he doesn't get red carded, I'm completely fine with that. And here we have an opportunity. And what an opportunity that was for Las Palmas. A great header there. It seemingly came from nowhere. And they do manage to make something happen there in these last few seconds. And here we have an opportunity again yet for William Jose from Las Palmas. And again our goalkeeper stands tall there. Claudio Bravo with a great one-handed save. And here we have these last 9 seconds of the second half, the first half, excuse me. And that is it, guys. We have ended the first half here. So far it's been an okay game, although I feel that Las Palmas has gotten the better of us in most of this half. Anyways, as we see here, a couple of changes. And again, an attempt here, this time from another player, but nevertheless, a great opportunity wasted here for the Charrua, excuse me, Luis Suarez. And here we have an opportunity for Araujo, Sergio Araujo, who I'm pretty sure used to play for Barcelona B. I'm more certain of this in Planes, but if for some reason I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure he was in the Barcelona B team, unless it's another Araujo, obviously, because there could be more than one Araujo. I'm open to that possibility. And here we have David Simon with a great shot, but there we have Claudio Bravo, our top goalkeeper, manning the post with an easy save there. Just pushes it out for a corner kick. Unless Araujo's still playing in Boca Juniors, which I remember he was on loan. Anyways, here is the last corner of the game, I believe. And there we have Araujo yet again with a great opportunity. He had enough space and time until Mathieu actually managed to kind of block him there and make him take that header in an uncomfortable position. So we still have this 0-0 deadlock, and here we have Rafinha. Rafinha tries to go for the pass. Pogba with a shot, and it rolls away from the goal, past it, and that will be the end of the game, guys. A 0-0 draw, which is unfortunate. We started the video off very great with a win, and then we just kind of succumbed to 2 draws, which is a little bit of a damper on my spirit. But nevertheless, we are closing in to finishing this season, which is pretty amazing. I think we'll be finished by next week, if not the week after. And for you guys watching my Fulham career mode, we will actually be starting the next season this coming week, which is very exciting because I feel like I've been in season 1 for both of these playthroughs for a long time. I believe it's been like 2 months, so I really need to pick up the pace, and so that's why I know I've already mentioned this, guys, but I'm going to keep the 3 game per video policy. Anywho, I'm just going to leave you guys with a couple of these seconds remaining. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel to stay active. Follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show. Follow me on Twitch at SFP Gaming. And remember, guys, to stay active on my channel. If you want a shout out, come next week. Until next time, guys, which will be tomorrow. See you all later.